So hi, I have Xuejing with me, and I've been practicing your name to get it right. Is that right?
Yes, perfect.
And Xuejing is part of our Generate group, an intergenerational dialogue group.
Mm-hmm.
And we're just going to have a focusing, listening demonstration as if this were therapy, but of course it isn't.
Mm-hmm.
But in therapy, you can bring up or be with or talk about or have an experience of anything that you want, anything that comes to you
Mm-hmm.
is just anything that comes is welcome. Could be about anything. It could be how you feel in the moment doing this strange kind of play that we're doing.
Mm-hmm. I feel a little bit self-conscious
Mm-hmm.
in front of camera.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, especially my smile. I feel like I'm usually a smiling person, but sometimes when I'm feeling others are watching me, my smiles tend to be bigger, a little bit like I couldn't put it down.
Mm-hmm. Like very aware of those people there and how they're seeing your smile and
Yeah.
what they think. Yeah.
But as we were talking, I feel like calm down a little bit more. I feel a long breathing out.
Yes, a long breathing out. Yes.
Feel more comfortable now.
Yes.
Not,
Me too, because maybe because we're talking to each other and we're not paying as much attention to them.
Mm-hmm. But as you mentioned them, immediately my smile like, them!
Them, the ones we have to smile for.
Yeah, I feel a little sadness around that. Because when I was a child, my mom used to say like, oh, smile to this person, smile, like, say hello to that person. And I'm like, but I don't want to smile. And my mom like, be polite, smiles. So I feel almost it's like something I wear that I couldn't take off. Yeah.
That's a very powerful image of something that you wear that you can't take off. And a sadness about it, having to be for them rather than to be how you really feel.
Yeah. I feel that little child is more vivid inside on me, having that sad look, a little bit like have that frown and like a little angry. That look like I don't want to talk, I don't want to smile, I don't want to be nice.
And you can feel her, she's present with us.
Yeah, like tight, like hold up.
She doesn't want to talk, she doesn't want to smile, she doesn't want to be for other people the way she's supposed to be.
I think she likes smiling, likes people, but not like to be forced to smile.
What a difference that is, isn't it? The difference between smiling when it comes to you and being forced to. Being forced to be a particular way for other people.
Yeah. I have that image, that child a little bit like loosening up and stretch a little bit, like felt seen and understood.
What was that last part? Loosening up and
The child felt she's seen. And
she's seen.
Yeah.
Yes.
And understood and heard.
Yes, that she can be herself right now, even if there are the other people, that she can be whatever way she wants to be.
Yeah, have the image like that playful side comes up, that little child like, I want to surprise them. Yeah, do a like bad face.
We can make funny faces at them. That's a good idea.
Like,
I like that.
I like that. playful side.
Yes, yes,
Yeah.
yes. They're going to be so surprised when they see that.
Yeah, that girl don't want to be good anymore.
Uh-huh. The playful one doesn't want to be good anymore.
I had that image before. Now it comes up again. The girl with like little black horns, like there, and like wearing a black coat, like really cool and like funny and like I'm going to do something surprising. A little evil, but not that bad.
Yes, a little evil, but not that bad.
Yeah, I know she won't want to hurt others, but more a little bit like no harm, little tricks or something. Want to
Yes, a
feel
little
different.
bit rebellious.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hmm.
Well, I can be that way too because I have the black coat.
Yeah, totally.
But we can both be rebellious.
I feel so cheerful now. Like I keep giggling. I notice myself.
Yes, yes, yes.
Hmm.
Yeah. The rebellious and the little bit evil that is just fun, is just free.
Yeah. And I think the fun and the free makes me feel a little like stomach ache, like because I think I didn't play much the way I grew up. Always try to be good, to study hard. So that two words sounds very like triggering to me.
Uh-huh. And you could feel it right
Yeah,
here.
and stomach ache a little bit, like tight a little bit. Like I want that I feel the sense of loss that I haven't had enough of them.
Oh yeah, yeah. An ache for them.
Yeah.
A loss of them. Like the stomach longs for those things. And missing them. Missing the freedom, missing the play, missing the ability to just be yourself.
Yeah, I feel that's a little bit cold and as if like something like sealed there. Something is sealed, like.
Sealed.
Yeah,
oh,
sealed.
Yes, tight.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
But as you were talking and reflecting back, I feel like calming and soothing. Like I didn't feel tight anymore, but it feels like a isolated little ball there. I can still see it, but kind of have a smooth surface.
Yes. And the isolated little ball has the play in it? Or
it's not
it's in here?
Yeah, it's as if like it's floating on the water, in the water. It's floating. It's blue. It's actually light blue.
Light blue.
Yeah, it's
floating
beautiful.
in the water.
Yeah.
Sounds beautiful.
Yeah, I don't know what that means, but the image makes me feel like soothing, and the color is bright actually inside.
Yeah.
I think initially when I first sense that ache, it feels as if it's like a hard stone or something like hard and not smooth. But now it's like a smooth, light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And it's on the water.
Yeah,
Floating on the water.
yeah, or inside of water, as if
In the water.
the whole space is water, but it's like a isolated little ball there.
Like the water in the body.
Yeah.
And that came out of the heartache.
Yeah.
It started with something rough, and then when we paid attention to it, it became this smooth ball, sealed.
Yeah, almost like elastic. I feel like if I push it, it will like bounce out and kind of cute and playful, I think.
Yeah, I can picture that. This sort of plastic blue ball, and you could be bobbing on the water, like if you push it down, it jumps up.
Yeah. it's not plastic. I think it's water inside, but different water than outside.
Hmm.
And it's maybe more dense.
More dense.
Yeah. But it's like the surface is like plastic. It's sealed it, so it's separate from the outside.
Mm-hmm. It has this sealed, smooth outside, but then there's water inside it.
Yeah, I think the outside is transparent, so I can see the color inside. It's very light blue. Yeah.
It's a kind of magical feeling to me.
Yeah, a little bit.
Something very special.
Yeah, it came to me before in a focusing session too.
Oh yes?
Yeah.
It came another time also.
Yeah, little different. Last time I find it's like cold. I feel it's cold and like a crystal. But this time I think it's water fluid inside. But then like has a brighter color. So more fun, more like soft and
Yes, more
touchable.
soft and fun and touchable. Yeah.
I guess that has that element of playful in
Yes,
it.
yes, yes.
As if I can play with it in my mind.
Yes. Yes. And it seems like it's protected inside because of that smooth surface.
Yeah, the word comes to me as safe. It
It's
feels
safe.
safe inside of that surface.
That beautiful bright blue is safe. It's not going to be told to be a different way. It's safe.
That makes sense. That's new to me, but that makes sense. It can be as it is.
It can be as it is. So that came from me, but it felt like, oh yes, it felt right to you. we have a pussycat here with us in our focusing session. She's very playful too.
I can tell.
She doesn't ever do what you tell her.
That's why I began to like cats more. I like their spirit.
Yes, they're not willing to smile if you tell them to smile.
Yeah.
Or purr if you tell them to purr.
Yeah, I think before I like dogs more because like they kind of obey to me. But later when I kind of release myself or discover that side of myself, I began to appreciate cats more and like cats more.
That's so interesting that dogs are obedient and want to do what you tell them to do. And cats don't do what you tell them to do, and you like that.
Yeah. I like them to be themselves.
And you really like that little child in you to be herself.
Yeah. I realize when I try to force her to think or to feel a certain way, she won't. And she's like rebellious and angry. But when I'm more gentle to her, she's more playful and cute.
That's a very wise learning, that when you're gentle toward her, then she can be playful and cute.
Yeah.
And it's so natural. I think that when you are playful and cute and you're enjoying your rebelliousness, it lights up the whole room, just like that blue ball.
That's an interesting connection. Yeah. You're right. I was curious why the blue ball has that light, can shine that. And you're right. When it becomes itself, it has the power to shine the light out. I like that.
And you're lit up by it too. Really following it, playing with it.
Yeah. Feel my attention drawn to the cat.
Yes, of course, of course. This is Jeannie. Jeannie, would you like to say hello? Of course, if I say, would you like to say hello? She's not a dog. She won't go and shake your hand. But if you put your hand out, she'll love to say hello. Well, I think we're going to stop here, but maybe we can come back sometime to that wonderful blue ball.
Thank you.
Thank you, Xuejing.
Thank you.
Did I say it right?
Xuejing.
Xuejing. Thank you. Okay, this is Jonathan, and he's our videographer this evening.
Might not be as cute as a cat, but
Oh, you definitely.
I'll work for now.
You are definitely as cute as a cat, and Xuejing, you're the cutest.
Yeah, right.
So we're just going to talk a little bit about our focusing, and you were saying that it seemed effortless because it seemed very easy. It did to me too seem like we were being in an effortless way. We weren't trying.
Yeah, I think that comes so natural that I didn't feel I was doing focusing. But I have those elements. I feel, it definitely is that.
Yes, that's right. Yes, and for me too, it comes very naturally to do that kind of listening, and so I don't feel like I'm doing anything.
Mm-hmm.
And Jeannie, it felt very natural too, to jump on the laps and be part of it. What do you think was the focusing elements to our conversation?
I think one distinct one is get into that bodily sensation, that feeling, or felt sense. And the other part is usually, to me, it comes with image and vivid image.
Vivid image, yes.
And when I kind of get in touch with it, it evolves, it changes by itself.
Yes, that's a wonderful observation, that it evolves and it changes by itself. And the felt sense comes with the body feeling and the vivid image.
And gives me something new.
It's something always new, yes.
Yeah, and at first I couldn't get the connection, and sometimes when you reflect or when you add some description, I'm like, that felt so true and so accurate.
Yes. I think the felt sense can come in you or in me, and in me, and in both of us. And so if a new aspect comes to me, it could not be right, or it could bring something new for you.
So you were using your own felt sense?
I was using my own felt sense, yes. And what about you, Jonathan? Did you have a felt sense of what Xuejing was saying?
I think so. I don't think I was as deliberately trying to notice my sensations. I think it was very vivid. I could really see the little child in her, and feel what she might be feeling. It's I would know how to act it, for instance. It's no. And seeing, I think one thing that I tried to do as a focusing partner that I noticed that you didn't do at all was, it just felt like a conversation. You didn't, sometimes I go into this let's relax mode and let's just do focusing instead of being with what's present. And Kimitsu talked about that a little bit, about how not to make it something else. Everything that came up, you just went with it. The cat came, she talked about this. She first started talking about how she felt nervous on the camera, and you just kept it sounds like you're repeating back to her, or sometimes like clearly using your own felt sense and
Mm-hmm.
elaborating,
Mm-hmm.
and it felt really organic that that
Mm.
you didn't need to try to go somewhere else to do focusing. Like
Yes, yes.
the conversation and the present is the focusing.
Yes.
If you are doing those reflections.
Yes, yes, yes. I like the way you're saying that you don't have to go somewhere else to do the focusing, but the conversation is the focusing. If you feel into the conversation. Yeah. There's also a distinction between focusing partnership where you're a little bit more formal because you're doing a practice, you know, and therapy or working with someone where you are there's more leeway, and one person is paying more attention to the other rather than it being both people paying attention. Although it's always both people.
Mhm.
There's always an us that's doing it. Whether it's therapy or whether it's a partnership.
Mm-hmm.
I think I felt like you're so skillful that you can do it in that like natural flow. But for beginners, I find like the structure helps to do what, to use what kind of sentence to start. I also recall, what's her name? Anne Cornell?
Yes, and
Yeah.
Eliza Cornell.
Yeah, her article, I read her book, talks about the language, the specific words.
Yes, 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 and that helps when you're beginning, and it helps when you're doing it as a practice to have specific lead-ins or specific words. Yeah.
Yeah, I want to recall, I think your wording are very accurate, but in a very like natural way. Like felt like everyday conversation, but
Yes.
but still have that accurate words and very gentle, inviting feeling.
Yes, I think the inviting is a big part of a focusing conversation, that you're inviting what's coming from underneath. You're inviting whatever wants to be there, and the inviting is a very important part of it. And then when you as the therapist are inviting, then the client can be inviting of themselves too. Like you were very inviting of that child. You were so delightfully on her side about not wanting to smile for people just because you were supposed to, and being a little bit wicked.
Proud of
I
myself.
love that. Yes. She's enjoying this new freedom.
Yeah.
I sometimes see her come out.
Yes, well, I'm so pleased that you came out today to play.
I think you create that safe environment. I feel immediately tapped to that safe and comforting place that I give myself more permission to encourage that side.
Yes. I think a big part of a focusing conversation is setting the environment to be welcoming and relaxed and playful. Even if it's at moments sad or painful, it can still be relaxed and playful. Okay, I think we have to go have our meeting now.
Sounds good.
Thank you both.
Thank you.
you.